The Legend of Hallowaiian, also known as Halloween Island, is an animated feature film from 2018. This is directed by Sean O'Reilly. It's written by David Swift, Scott Owen, and Stephen Meier. And we have a cast including Vanessa Williams, Tia Carrere, Teilor Grubbs, Noah Schnapp, Mark Hamill, and various others. And it's one of those films where it's absolutely fine. I wouldn't say it's a good film, but I say it's a watchable film. It's definitely more of a children's film than a family film, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There are many films that are more aimed at children and they're absolutely fine. The only thing that isn't really very good is the animation. It's not horrendous, but it's very clunky. It's not that satisfying to look at. Maybe young children won't mind, but in general, certainly for older viewers, I think if you're more used to better quality animation, it's not the most satisfying. But if you can overlook that, it's an okay experience. It's about these friends in Hawaii, and they discover these legends, these Hawaiian legends, which revolve around a rather fun-looking character. The poster really drew me to this, and unfortunately the animation quality itself isn't as satisfying as the poster, but as I said, it is watchable. The story itself is decent, the pacing is good, it's a nice little adventure. I think everything makes sense within the context of the story. I know very little about Hawaii and Hawaiian culture and Hawaiian legends, so I can't say that this feels accurate, not necessarily with the legend of Hallowaiian, but just other things they're discussing within the film. I don't know if they're accurate or not. I can't comment on that. If you have any thoughts, please feel free to share. But the story itself generally is well written. It's a nice adventure. The characters are likable. The voice acting's not too bad. And in general, everything else about the film is absolutely fine. The animation is just quite rough around the edges and a little clunky. But if you can overlook that, it's a fairly pleasant experience. If it sounds like a film that might appeal to you, I'd say check it out. As I said, it definitely feels more like a children's film than a family film, but I wasn't completely bored watching it. It wasn't the most delightful experience, but it was fine. It was okay. If you're curious, check it out. If you don't think it's going to be for you, you're not going to be missing out on much. But all things considered, the rough animation aside, The Legend of Hallowaiian or Halloween Island is an okay film. It's a good story, likeable characters, decent voice acting. The colour palette's very nice. We have a lot of beautiful colours. The animation style isn't satisfying, but the colours are quite pleasing. So it ticks enough boxes that I'm happy to recommend it. It's not perfect, but if you're curious, check it out. You might enjoy it.